Hey, what's up? Serena Appiah here from thriftdiving.com, and this is part 3 of how to install a garage door screen. You can find part 1 and 2 down below, as well as a link on where you can order your own garage door screen from Maryland Screens, who's so awesome for sponsoring this. So let's talk about what we did in part 1 and 2. We did a lot of prep work and a lot of assembling. Now we're ready to talk about the garage door screen frame. So this is the second box that comes in the 3-box kit, and you're going to get 6 pieces. 4 of them will actually have a little strip of black felt that you see right there, but the 2 that don't have any felt, those are your center supports. We can put them aside because we're not going to use them just yet. The other piece that you're going to get is this bottom seal. It's a piece of black rubber. It looks like a snake. Lay this out in the sun if possible, or take it indoors because we want that to warm up so that we can use it later and it's not going to be real stiff. And one of the most important things of assembling your frame is that you have to make sure that they're laid out in this particular way that I'm going to show you. The 2 larger ones, those are your top and bottom horizontals, and the ones on the sides are your verticals. With the horizontals, with the flat side that has the holes, align those together face to face. You'll have the grooves up top, and the one that you see with the felt, that's the top, and this is the bottom that has the grooves for the rubber seal. Sounds very confusing, I know, but just follow this, consult your manual, and also consult the blog post, and it'll help you. But these are your 2 verticals, which should be opposites with the felt up, and then the other 2 pieces, your horizontals, one should have felt, and the other 2 should just have grooves. Aligning your pieces like this makes it so much more easy. Now look at the shorter verticals. You notice how the felt, the fuzzy brush seal, is aligned to the side? That's great because now we're going to actually cut off the excess with a utility knife, and we're going to do the same with the horizontal, but we're going to push this back about 1/2 inch, and then we're going to cut off the excess. By doing that, it allows us to have about a 1/4 inch space on each side. We want that. All right, so we're going to rotate this forward, and now we're going to attach the magnet that comes in the hardware. It comes with a washer, it's got the screws attached to it, and we're going to just put that in there with the nut. We're going to very, very loosely attach the nut because what we're going to do is slide this through the groove. This is the top piece. And you'll notice that it's being attached to the side that has that fuzzy brush seal. So go ahead and slide that through. Now, from where you find the edge to where you find the first set of holes, we're going to make sure that this magnet is right somewhere in the middle. We'll do this for both sides of the top piece of the horizontals. And not only do you want this in the middle, but you want it to be slightly above the edge of the frame. Go ahead and use a screwdriver and tighten that, and then you're ready for the next step. In your hardware, you get some of these bolts. We're going to need these for the backer plates. So there's several backer plates that have sort of built-in nuts on them. We're going to slide them in there in just 2 or 3 turns, let it hang loose. You'll see why later why we need to have these hanging loose. We'll do the bottoms and we'll do the tops as well. And then we can set these aside and move on to the verticals. With the horizontal pieces out of the way and off the table, we can take these and flip them over onto the fuzzy part. This is where we're going to start attaching the wheels. You'll notice these ones have a little bit of give. They go at the top. The other ones have pins, and those are going to go at the bottom. So a couple of things here with installing the wheels. We're going to put a backer plate in and then put the wheels on. We are going to make this the top of the vertical rails. There's no right or wrong answers, but we're going to make this top. And you notice that I'm using the wheels for the top because they move. We're going to make sure that it's hanging over the edge, and we're only going to finger tighten this. We don't want to make this too tight, and we don't want to use the impact driver, not yet. Another thing is the wheels always go to the outside. So whatever side of this vertical part you see that fuzzy black seal, that's the side that the wheel's going to be on. So just something to keep in mind, keep it loose and make sure that you're installing this properly. You might find that you've got some metal burrs and that's kind of preventing your backer plates from lying flat. Just try to knock them off and keep going. And again, we're going to be making sure that the wheels at the bottom are also to the outside, that they're loose and that they're hanging off of the edge. Don't use anything to tighten these up, just finger tighten. And now's a good time to put the warning labels. You'll put 2 of them on the bottom, about 4 inches up from the wheels. And then at the top, you can put one longer one. Now we're going to go back to the bottom and install the photo eye shield. This is the piece that actually prevents your garage door opener from coming down on your screen. This is very important. We'll just hand tighten this underneath of this bracket and make sure that it's aligned, but also that we've got this aligned with the edge and that there's enough clearance space. Next up, we're going to be talking about assembling the screen frame. Now that we've done all this prep work, it's time to actually put this thing together.